The issue of insecurity in the land. Recently, the federal government has given the state orders that they should take care of their forestry. What's your take about it, sir?
Yeah, I think the order now is coming too late. When the deed has been done, when the casualties, when the crisis has been have started happening, they should have been proactive. It's not today the Fulani herdsmen have been hiding in all forests, especially within the south here, southwest particularly. It's not today they've been there. It's not yesterday. But for now, if not Igboho, this single human rights activist called Sunday Igboho that opened everybody's eyes that our forest has been occupied, has been invaded by the Fulani killer herdsmen, right? And it's not all these governors too. They are culpable because they know the forestry is under them, right? As to manage, but they abandon it. They don't want to know because the luxury they are enjoying will make them to know that there is danger in the forest. So it doesn't come to me as a surprise. The federal government, they themselves, they know. When they see now that the situation is getting out of hand, that is beyond their control now, that they now give that order.
And you think the state will be able to mount security in those forestry?
States will be able. You have, that's why they created special local, security outfit like Amotekun. ESPN, the East have their own too. The North have their own Aishabai, or what they call them. Now it's we because once there's that willing force, when there's that commitment to do it, it will be done. It's easier. They say it's easier said than done, But the government have been talking, but they are not walking the talk. I think now that they give the governors the order and the power to secure their forestry, we will not see any governor that will be sleeping in slumber this time around. If you don't take care of the forest now, if you don't secure the forest, you become the enemies of the masses in your state as a governor.
Well, the fault is still coming. It's still going back to the federal government. When this issue started, the federal government kicked against it. All of a sudden, they make the U-turn. Because they saw what Akeredolu have done in Ondo State. They made the U-turn and they are now telling the state to go and maintain the forestry. But the issue on ground is that the federal government should come and enact a law that will empower the state governors to handle those forestry, not by saying it. There should be a memorandum, an act that will empower the state governors. The reason why Akeredolu's own was possible is because he's a legal man. He knows the implication of all these things. When they saw it was working, they are now shifting the blame. They want to shift the blame on the state governor. Akeredolu said 2 months ago that he said within 7 days, those in the forest should leave. And he took his legal backing and he did it. My take is this: the federal government should come up and have the mind of the people. They control the forces, they control everything. The state governor does not control any of these things. And that's why I said they should come up with an act that will empower the state governor. That's my take about that, sir.
Láti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ò bá jọba jà mi ò bẹ́ anybody jà o ṣùgbọ́n ṣe eré ẹjẹ́ káyé máa tan ra wa ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín wọ́n ní tí ò bá sí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kì í ṣẹ́ lásán àwọn pípì wọn mọra wọn gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ ń pẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mi sì yẹ àwọn gangan ni kí wọ́n pe ara wọn kó pààrọ̀ inú wọn kó pe ọ̀dọ̀fin inú wọn kó jẹ́ kí àlàáfíà tó péye kó wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè tí wọ́n jọba sí. À ń gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi àgbọ̀dọ̀ máa sọ lórí afẹ́fẹ́ ṣé ò ń gbọ́ mi a mọ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn gangan ni kí wọ́n bá wa mú ọwọ́ kúrò nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣó yẹ tọ́mọ bá ti kúrò nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ bí wọ́n ti ẹ̀kọ́ yàn sínú igbó á máa lọ dáadáa. Mo rántí ìgbà tá a wà ń kékèké ibi tá à ń fẹsẹ̀ rìn lọ sí skul láti Dágbólu wa dé Dágbólu títì kì í ṣe máìlì 10 à ń lọ à ń bọ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó ṣe gíjà mọ́ wa. Ifun nínú ilé ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nù igbó ni ifun nínú ilé nínú Èkó ní ìsìn nínú àdúgbò bó o bá múra dáadáa àwọn kan wọ́n ń ṣọ́ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ àwọn kan wọ́n ń ṣọ́ ìwọlé wọ́n ń ṣọ́ ìjáde ẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń jọ ẹ̀ tó máa kó gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ àbí tó bá àgàgà tó bá rí i pé bóyá o tiẹ̀ ń jẹun wọn àmọ́ bó ṣe ń jẹun ogun yìí ti káàkiri kì í ṣọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nù igbó tinú ìlú gan ló burú jù tẹ bá rìn ní títì ní ìsìn ẹlòmíì báàgì tó gbé dání oṣólẹ̀ ló wà nú ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ńgbà tẹ bá kúrò ńbẹ̀ tán ẹ ní gẹ̀ẹ́tì ara yín mọ́ ní wákàtí kan tẹ kúrò ẹlòmíì tó fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tó ti fa gbogbo èmi inú ẹ ó máa láti lọ síbì kan kó lọ jókòó kò sí ìpè ààbò tó péye rárá nínú ilé ni àbí tí lóko ṣe rọrọ ọ̀nù igbó yẹn ẹ ti ẹ̀ gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nù igbó ààbò tó péye nínú ìlú gan ló necessary jù torí nínú ìlú nìsín gbogbo èèyàn ló ti di kírímínà.
kí lẹ wá rò pé ìjọba lè ṣe kí lẹ wá rò pé àwọn aráàlú gan gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe láti lè dáàbò bo ara wọn.
ìjọba bá tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ wá ná tó kọ́kọ́ wá bí ó ṣe fún wa ní owó tí ó kọ́kọ́ fún gbogbo aráàlú ní owó kí tẹ́ńsọ̀n àwọn èèyàn lọ́lẹ̀ kò sówó bàbá mi kò sówó nílùú àwọn aráàlú ń sọ́fà àwọn ọlọ́mọ ò jèrè ọmọ mọ́ àwọn ìyá tí wọ́n sì ti jèrè tiwọn ká jẹ́ káwa náà ká jèrè àwọn ọmọ wa lákòókò yìí a ti tọ́ ọmọ ní skúlù a tún tú wọn tọ́ nígbà ṣáà ní fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ a tún máa tú wọn tọ́ so hypertension kí la máa jẹ kí la máa mu kí la fẹ́ wọ̀ báwo la ṣe fẹ́ sanwó ilé báwo lèmi náà ṣe fẹ́ nílé lórí ó mú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ènìyàn o pàápàá àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa tó ní ìsìn tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ yẹn náà tiẹ̀ lè sẹ́tù ìwọ gbà lọ dáṣẹ́ tó wù ẹ́ sílẹ̀ bàbá mi wàá rí wípé wọn tiẹ̀ nídìí ọlọ́pàá wọn nídìí security ààbò tó péye kọ́kọ́ máa wà ná torí téèyàn bá ti ní nǹkan tó jẹ́ kó fẹ́ dáwọ́lé tó mọ̀ wípé láàárọ̀ nǹkan tí mo máa jẹ rèé ìgbà táwa wà kéékèèké àwọn ìyàwó sọ pé ṣé máa jẹun láàárọ̀ rí àbí kí lẹ fẹ́ jẹ ni ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ ni ká ṣe láàárọ̀ ni àbí ráìsì àbí ògì àbí kinní kan ṣùgbọ́n ní ìsìn ìrònú ti pàyà kan sórí bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí kò jí bá nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Not only for us, they are supposed to have done that. They're supposed to have done it for other things. They should go, federal government should say, states should take over state governor. They should make sure, produce whatever you are going to eat to take care of your state. Produce whatever, pay 10% to federal government. You better not only for us. Not only for us. Because one, the government are not interested to go and do anything for forest now. When something happens, they will make noise. After that noise, you hear it again. I don't understand me. So the only thing is that if they say now, state control your resources, that's where the governor will go and do that. Those who have oil will go to farm. Those who have bitumen will go there. Those who have gold will go there. But as far as say forest, go and do what in forest. All the governors, instead of going to forest to go and do something, see them ending up either Dubai or other America or even the city. Nobody is doing anything. Have you ever traveled from Ogun State to Edo State to other states? Left and right, they cannot even clear it to just 10 minutes drive. They can't clear it. How much more going inside bush? So my take is that giving them forest to go and do what? Is it because of the Malus who are going to the forest? Governors have no business inside forest. Or their business is maybe Lagos or Kaduna or Abuja. That's where they end up. All I know, if the government can say, let the state manage their resources, you see governor will go to bush, go and find out what they have in the bush. That's not my own takes.
Federal government is joking. Federal government is playing politics. Federal government is hypocritical. And this is pure hypocrisy. How can you tell a man to go and man forest?
No, it's about security, you know that, sir?
I'm speaking to that. Where the state governor do not command commissioner of police.
A state governor do not command director of DSS in his state. A state governor do not command the man who is in charge of army in that state. All the command and control of Nigerian security architecture is from Abuja. They all take directive from the National Security Advisor, who reports to Mr. President. That is why at the time we saw that shooting at Lekki toll gate, even up to today, we are demanding that Mr. President should own up and apologize to Nigerians. So it is hypocritical, it is political for the president to be charging state governors to go and control the forest in their domain. Where if he wants them to do that, let the federal government approve state police. And if they are not approving state police, all the security arrangements by the state government, let them bear arms. Like the Amateku, they should bear arms. Like the Delta Hawk they have in Delta State, they should bear arms. All the security arrangements, they should allow them bear arms to the capacity of combating these criminals. Because if you look at what they are contending with the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world, which is the Fulani Herdsmen. The Global Terrorism Index put them as the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. So to that extent, if you must go against them, you must have a higher fire capacity to combat them. If you are not having it, you look at what is happening in parts of Southwest, in Oyo, in Ondo. You see instances where these herdsmen will override Amateku operatives, kill them, burn their vehicles. What does that tell you? It tells you that they are not equipped to handle that security challenge. So what we are saying is that federal government should stop this politics. They should stop the hypocrisy. They should allow them to have state police in order to combat this plethora and myriad of security challenges. Thank you very much.
Do you think if federal government is allowing a state police, do you think these governors and co will not use them for their own benefit?
You don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. Mr. President himself, if we should think in that direction, it means Mr. President himself is equally abusing the enormous power domiciled in his office. You don't say because of fear, you will not do the needful. Actually, there is no gain saying that some Nigerians, some leaders will not exploit it to their own pecuniary advantage. But that notwithstanding, look at the generality or the general interest. You look at national interest. National interest shows that it will at the end of the day bring about better security for our people. So it is, I quite agree to people who have that argument, who belong to that school of thought that some governors will abuse it. I agree. But even as some governors will abuse it, that does not mean that it will not do us good. It will do us good. There are so many benefits that will come from it. Look at most parts of the northeast. Look at most parts of the north central, northwest. There is threat to food security because of the activities of these herdsmen. And Mr. President, because perhaps he's from just the same ethnic extraction from them, he's handling with levity. I'm even happy that recently he has given a shoot on aside on anyone within AK-47. I think he should go a step further by allowing all these security architectures to bear arms so that they can contain all these security challenges. Thank you very much.
My take on that is that, well, you know, our constitution is so flexible. I always say this. It's not a written constitution. You can bend it anytime. Any circumstances that might arise may bend our constitution because of the kind of constitution we run in this country. If that order is a provision, there's a provision like that in Nigeria constitution, then the state governors will take over the forestry. You understand, in terms of securing it. But I would advise that, what forestry are you talking about? Is it because from forests on the border post between Nigeria and the Sahel countries, from there the bandits are trooping in. There's influx of bandits into our territorial, border land. Do you understand? Is that why you are giving state governors order now to take care of their forestry? When the handshake goes behind the elbow, it becomes another thing. So Buhari is giving order to Akeredolu to take over the forest reserve of Ondo State. The gentleman has been harping on that. The headers are terrorizing farmers in Ondo State. They settle in a forest reserve of that state. Then federal government cried foul that Akeredolu has no constitutional powers so far to tell the headers to leave the forest in Ondo States. Now it has become right now. Akeredolu is not right now. now that banditry operation, kidnappers operation has gotten out of hand in the northern state, now you have given the governor's order to take over the forest. I'm telling you that this man is a man that can spit, he can vomit spittle and still go back there and collect it from the ground and swallow it back. A government that is not truthful, APC government that is so deceitful, APC government that is not stabilized, they are unstable. It is only credulous and gullible people that will be believing all their orders and laws and rules and regulations. They will only tell you, we are going to do this, we will go to do this, we will do that, we are about to do it, we are going. Wait until they do it. Governors, instructions have been given to you to take over the forest. They are not sincere. If you arrest more criminals in the forest from the extraction of Fulani, those criminals, if they are teamly from Fulani extraction, federal government of Nigeria under Buhari will wade into that matter to see that they set the assailants free. You, the vigilantes, the security groups or formation, whatever, formed by the state or individuals that are, doing good work of arresting or bringing those assailants to justice, they are going to be apprehended by federal forces under military and the police. Because in the federal forces there, the military and the police, customs, immigration, all of them, they have been infiltrated by Fulani men. They are running Nigerian military like their own family. They are running Nigerian police as if it is their family. Their kindred, their kinsmen are all over Nigerian police. Mind the way you handle issuing of order. If federal government issue order under this Daddy Buhari, governors be very careful, because he will still come back and deny it. Why should governors take over the forestry now? Is it in the provision of Nigeria Constitution that the governor should protect the borders? The forestry they mean is because of influx of banditry from Sahels through the forests in Niger State, in Katsina, Zamfara, and the rest of core northern states that are susceptible or prone to attacks of the bandits. That's why they are saying it. So, Oya, Zamfara governor, Katsina governor, Niger State governor, all of you take care of your forests, because the brigands, the bandits that are coming from that axis, Buhari will have no reason again to protect your forests there, because he was the one that armed them in 2015 to fight for him if Jonathan wins election. He's now claiming that those bandits are coming from axis of Libya. Do you know how many miles from Libya to Nigeria? Do you know how many miles from Libya, Tripoli, Benghazi to Nigeria? Many, many miles. But by the way, did they come on foot? Did they come on foot? Were they coming with camel or horse? Did they come with vehicle? How then? They beat Niger Republic, Niger. They beat Burkina Faso. They beat Chad. Nigeria is not having border with Libya. This dead man, Buhari, is telling us that it was bandits, the guards, Gaddafi guards, that absconded with guns, are coming into Nigeria to kidnap Nigerian students, schools. How far? They would not have commit this kind of crime without having backup, somebody that locally, supply them with informations. You cannot tell me now that a rat that lives in the forest over there, or in the farmland, that will come into my own kitchen and know where I'm keeping my fish. It is my rat, the rat that lives in my house, that will instigate me. He will leak the information to the rat that lives in the farmland, how to steal my fish from my kitchen. So, Buhari, you should undergo serious psychiatry check.